Hey, come on in. Welcome, you guys. Belmy Cherries here. Alrighty, we're giving you guys color today. I've been making an attempt to grabbing my old palettes, my good old palettes, and today we're gonna go ahead and create this eye look here somewhat. It's not fully done. I was just, getting my feet wet since it's been a minute. I've used, bright colors and stuff. And these palettes that I'm using, one of them I have used here with you guys. I did create looks when I was in my colorful era. I'll put the link of that up top for y'all to see. It's the Michaela Glam Light 2 palette, and I am pairing it with the Glam Light Hershey Milk Chocolate palette. This one, oh, dusty. This is more everyday wearer, brown chocolatey tones. This palette, the Michaela palette, does not have any of such colors on there, so I'm using the brown shades here to transition and giving me the depth on the outer part of the eyelid, and then going in with a nice green sensation for you guys. So we're gonna go ahead and get this eye look with you guys on camera, finalize everything, and then we'll do the full face. I have something else for the full face, and stay tuned for that. So if you want to see the result of this eye look, stay tuned and enjoy watching. If you're new here, welcome. Make yourself at home by subscribing. If you've been rocking here with me, juicy kisses to you all. Thank you so much, and let's get this eye look out the way, and I'll see you guys at the end. Alrighty, so on my lid, I already have that prepped up, and what I use and what I've been using, and I have it at arm's reach, is this Revolution Cut Crease Canvas eyeshadow base Illustrate. So this is basically, I don't recall if I got this by itself or if it was in a bundle or something, but this is basically a nice base paste. It dries down matte, and I set it with my setting powder lightly, and it's nice and smooth, ready to apply. No creasing, no nothing happening. So let's get to it. I started going in the Hershey's Chocolate Milk palette with this shade for our transition shade. Then I dive into this shade, and then that shade, a little bit of that shade. So let's get that going. And I've been using these brushes here, the Vance Kamuto brushes. I am loving these brushes, okay? It packs on the shades pretty nicely. This one is of an angle. It's somewhat like you place it here as you're going in circular motion, it's blending itself out. And aside of this palette, this shade beautifully applied onto the skin, or the base, the smooth base we created for it. The brush also somewhat blending it down beautifully. You see, there's no harsh edges from this one. I am in love with these brushes, okay? And well, now this shade that I'm using it, this is really pretty. So we're flaring that out with somewhat a semi, not too small, not too big, and you see how it didn't keep any of the shade on here. It just applies everything onto the lid. You see, brush is like bare, as if I never had anything on there. So seamlessly applied that onto the lid, and I have a smaller one which is more rounded tip to similar to my elf one, but it's somewhat a teensy bit bigger, this one. But I did use this elf going into this shade. These shades are numbered on here. They don't have any name to them. It's a bummer. I like my palettes with names. And let's not forget this shade, you guys. You see how pretty it is applying. Granted, I'm super late going into this palette with you guys at this point. This Glam Light Chocolate Hershey Kisses or Hershey's whatever palette's been out for about like a minute. I have been blessed finding them, I believe last year or late last year, from TJ Maxx and Marshalls for the Lolo. So, but never really got to use them. I probably used one of them, but I have really not. No, I didn't. Probably the other Hershey, the Hershey Kisses that I have used here. All right. Going back with this brush with nothing extra on it, just to blend these two shades together. And with this brush, I'm gonna go into this deeper chocolatey shade. I'm sure you guys have this palette. Grab it. Let's enjoy it together. Let's recreate this look. Since this shade is much darker, I am keeping it super tight on the crease. I'm almost pressing it on the lid and not dusting it out. Give me a slight wing. To the brush before that, nothing extra, just blending off the excess beautifully. And the bigger brush, a teensy bit of that light beigey shade or peachy brown. I'm gonna apply that on the edge here to soften that dark wing we just flared out. You see, nice and pretty. So that's it with this brown palette. Going in with the Michaela's palette this time around, I'm using this LC or concealer slash whatever brush from ELF, going into this green shade, which is Beauty Skills. It's a nice green. I am packing that on the lid right here, just pressing it in. Okay, so we pressed that real good, right? The other side, I'm going in with the Bro shade. So this is Beauty Skills and this is Bro. Beauty Skill is this one, and then this is Bro on the inner part of the lid. Pressing that in. More of a fluffier brush to blend that out lightly. If you wanted, you could have crease the lid right there before applying these shades and apply it more on the wet base, which would intensify the shade even more. So it's really up to you. So we just press these two shades on here. I'm gonna go in with my peachy transition shade with that same first brush, and I'm using the tip to blend the tip, the edge of these two shades. Okay, this same brush that I used to apply the shade on there, the powdery, the green shades, I'm gonna mist that. It's a fluffy brush. I'm gonna mist it because I don't want, you see how I apply this? I don't want the shades to be too pronounced over the lid. So I'm taking that and going into Insane. I really don't recall which shade that. On the outer part, pressing that in. I think my brush is a little too wet. Insane is somewhat a wet pasty shade also, so it doesn't hurt. And into this palette, I take this shade right here. It gives a shift, maybe because it's over that green on the inner part, a slight green undertone to it, but it's more so of a beigey champagne type of, well, it does have a green undertone to it. Going back to my deep shade here, that brown, we're gonna go ahead and push that into the shimmer to match it into each other. Taking the first brush, add a teensy bit of that peachy shade. You see here, we're gonna blur that out and blend it nicely. Okay, what do you guys think? All right, perhaps once the face is fully done, we can go ahead and finalize the bottom part of the eye. So let me get that out of the way and I'll be right back. Alrighty, coming in for the remainder of the eye look. I'm not quite sure, should I just put a brown or a green? I'm gonna go in with one of the browns in here and smudge that underneath. Before I do so, let me go ahead and get me my eyeliner. Let me use this one. I've been loving this one. This is from MAC, Color Excess Glide or Die Gel Pencil Liner. This was from a kit we grabbed with the mascara and everything, and I have been loving her. I'm gonna go ahead and tight line my waterline. So for the under eye, I am grabbing this cutesy tiny brush. It's stained with a yellow eyeshadow we used way in the past. Child, I don't know what's going on with that. I'm gonna go into this shade that I have not used yet. It's more of a reddish brown. I don't like this brush, it's too tight. Let me get a nice circular. Maybe this one. Brown shade. Not gonna put anything else. I'm just gonna drag the brush out. There's nothing extra on this brush, you guys. I'm just dragging that shade, a remainder of that, out. Okay. And perhaps this one too. I need your love. I need your love. Go back a little bit with that shade. Let me be the one to hold and lose control. I'm gonna go with that dark brown as well. I think I might just go back to that brush that I don't like. Not that I don't like it, it's just not for the... I'll press it in. I think I want to use this shade loosely under the lid. Like, let me show you what I mean. Yeah, that's pretty. Alrighty, so the eyes are fully done. On the, as far as lashes, I'm using these lashes from Kiss Lash Couture in the shade Gala. I like it. It's nice and fluffy, except for the bend that's a little bit too thick for my liking. But for the fluffiness, I'm assuming it needs a thicker bend to hold it put. All right, you guys, this is a full eye look, fully done, full face and everything. Do check out the full face. We have quite a few new products we're reviewing from that video. Enjoy it. As far as the eye look, I mean, what have I been waiting for to use this Glam Light palette? We've already know about the Michaela 2 palette. We have been loving that one there. Here, and it's been a minute since I have grabbed her, and it's a matter of time. And this is what she gave us today. No, none of the shades are dry and cracking or anything like that. It's just a little bit of fallout. Might as well do your eyes before the face. But as far as the matte shades from here and even the shimmer, it is stunning. They are just like... I'm giving you a little bit of all the shades that I used from that small palette. You guys, they are stunning. Yeah, that shade does have a greenish undertone to it. So adding it on top of these other matte shades from the Michaela 2 palette was a good idea. It's bringing out that greenish from it. a lot more, so I'm liking. All right, you guys, let me know what you guys think of the eye look. I thank you guys so much for sticking through here with me, watching, enjoying my content. Let me know as well what you guys may need to see from me here. I want this environment to be useful, not just for me or enjoyable for me, but useful to you guys. So let me know what you really want to see from me, what content or what products you want me to review. It's just a matter of me not fully investing into the new products, because I don't know what you guys want to see. I don't know if you guys care for all of them. I don't know if you care to enjoy what we already have here, revisiting them, giving you guys another feel-good moment, watching, how they perform once again. Because we tend to, this beauty world goes so fast, we forget what we've had, what we were excited about yesterday. Today is a new something, and we're jumping aboard with the new news and forget the good old ones. So I don't know. I'm trying not to get carried away too much. At the end of the day, a girl got bills to pay. Unless brands want to start sending me these new products, these feel-good moment products, and I'll just have them here to enjoy and share with you guys. That's the goal. Let's keep it alive. So, yes, let me know what next you want to see from me. Do you want me to grab these new products, these old products, and, have a comeback moment with them, or sticking with the new news? Who knows? I don't know. You let me know. All right, guys, I'll see you guys on another one. Thank you for watching.